Social media apps, especially dating apps, are always changing, and one is even branching out into business.
And swipe between the three.
Recently, there's been a lot of buzz about Bumble's new direction.
So as you know, Bumble started out as a dating app that, in my mind, was there to empower women, right? Women have to be the first to reach out, say something, impressive or whatever, and then initiate that contact. And so then they branched into Bumble BFF, and now they're doing something called Bumble Biz, which, as far as I can tell, is a really cool new age platform for young professional women to engage with each other and to engage with other people, to grow their professional network in a more like female-centric, empowered kind of way. So it's been pretty cool.
Traci Tim, career coach and human capital advisor, recently spoke at a Bumble Biz event here in DFW.
It seems to be that they really are trying to empower women specifically by these little fun taglines. So they're really trying to get women to be more engaged, I think, earlier in their career so that they can have a greater impact later. I think where we struggle sometimes as women, young professionals, is actually seeking more sponsorship in the workplace as opposed to mentorship. So finding people who are uniquely engaged with us and what we're trying to accomplish in our careers.
Which is an underlying message of what Tim has chosen in her new career.
So yeah, I started a business where I helped young professionals figure that out, and I really wanted them to see that just because you might be in an environment that doesn't suit you right now doesn't mean it has to be like that forever. And not only that, but there's somewhere that could take advantage of who you are, that would love the skills and the knowledge and the expertise that you've built up over time. You just haven't found it yet. Now we also work with companies on the sort of opposite side of the same coin, help them engage and retain their best people.
And it may seem like Tim has it all figured out, but she says it wasn't always an easy ride.
So I got on one of the obvious paths of banking, and I worked for 2.5 years in sales and trading on a trading floor. And slowly but surely got more and more miserable to the point where I was totally jaded and totally disenchanted with the workplace in general. My whole life I'd been an overachiever, and now once, this is what I'm gonna have to do forever. Is it always gonna be this miserable? Is it always gonna be this hard? Is everybody that I work with always gonna be this unhappy? And it took me removing myself from that situation and finding people who lived on purpose, with passion, with possibility of what could happen in the future, where they could go, how they could change the world.
Advice she's now giving to others.
There's nothing scarier than introspection by yourself. So it's really important to have guided introspection and guided mentorship so that you can get out of your own head, get out of your own way, and someone else can mirror back to you what's awesome about you. I love my work now. It's a labor of love, and it's my purpose.
Something reinforced after losing a loved one.
I lost my dad about 1.5 years ago, and it's been one of the hardest things in my entire life. But I realized on the back end of that experience, what he went through while he was sick, he had cancer, and then after he passed away, what my mom and I went through, it not only made me realize that I love what I do, but it solidified that it's my purpose, because it was the thing that made me feel better when nothing else would make me feel better.
So whether it's reaching out to that job you're nervous to apply for on Bumble Biz, or getting the help that many don't realize is available, Tim says push past the fear and realize you're not alone.
Fear is the #1 thing that keeps us from doing the things in life that we were meant to do. In order to get through the fear, you need a guide and a plan. I would never advocate somebody to just leave a job just because they're miserable without a plan, right? I did it, and it took me, several years and several tens of thousands of dollars to figure out what I wanted to do. But now, that I've done that, I've created a program where you can figure it out in 8 weeks.
To find out more about Tim and her programs, visit Traci Tim, TracyTimm.com. For Real News, I'm Sarah Strackhouse.